Hey everyone, welcome to all. This is Frannie Chara here. Thank you so much for joining in, and I'm so excited to share with you the details of my online virtual program. I called it Let's Get Naked, but don't worry, nobody's taking their clothes off here. I just called it that way because we're peeling the layers to uncover your authentic self. And I do this through horse wisdom. I'm going to give you more details about that, as that's quite exciting. And what I've learned is that many people live their lives not being authentic. And when we are not authentic, we cannot love who we are because we don't know who we are, right? So you may not recognize that of yourself. I didn't either, and that's okay, no worries, because we're basically covered in layers of falsehood and we need to be aware of what those are. And so this is why so many people are unhappy. And this is why trying to find happiness is so popular. It's so popular out there. So let me ask you a few questions. Do you feel you're living your best life right now? And do you feel that there is more to you than what is? And do you feel that you're existing instead of thriving because you're waking up every morning saying, ugh, and you've got no energy, no motivation, no excitement, and you feel guilty and shame because you should be grateful, and you should be grateful for what you already have, but you're feeling stuck and no options, you have dreams and so on. Well, this was me in 2007. And look at this, a much younger version of me, but does that look like a happy person? Oh, I recall taking the selfie and I thought it was okay, but I don't know. As I look at it now, I see the unhappiness in my eyes, and there is almost a sense of loss in that expression, don't you find? It's as if I was searching for something, and I really was. I had dreams, and I didn't like where I was at. I was extremely uncomfortable, and I was comfortable in my uncomfortableness. But I wanted out. I wanted out of that reality. And I had almost everything someone would strive for: a good career as a leader in a corporate environment, two healthy children. I was healthy. Most people say if you're healthy, you have it all. Well, I didn't feel that way. A big house with a pool, a summer cottage on the lake. We had new cars and a bad partner, but that's another story. And I was incredibly unhappy. So, this is my story. This is me, a new version of me, much better, I think. I was raised in a very strict Catholic family, and I went to private school with the nuns. I was offered everything my parents thought were the best for me for my upbringing, and they loved me a lot. But at the age of 3, I learned that if I was to be loved and accepted, I needed to be what I was expected to be, not being me. There were conditions to love, and I grew up in that environment. I left home eventually at 19, and I wanted to be free. I bought a cat at the store, stuffed it in my duffel bag, bought a one way bus ticket, and I went to join my boyfriend at the time. And boy, I was a sinner. You could not live with someone unless you were married. I had to get married, so I did at 24. And the invitations were sent, the wedding gown was bought, and my inner was screaming, don't do it, don't get married. And I didn't want to disappoint anybody. And so I did. I went and got married, but I got a son out of that, and I got a lot of growth experience. But I was an embarrassment to my family, divorced, separated. And I was searching desperately for that ultimate love. And I kept attracting all the time the opposite of what I really wanted to have. And my daughter's father was abusive. He was emotionally abusive, mentally abusive, physically abusive. And I knew I had to do something, but what was I leaving as a legacy for my kids? That's not what I wanted for them. I didn't want them to understand they could settle and accept, especially abuse. So I decided in 2007 that I was going to step into my own power. And from that sacred yes for me, I changed my life. And I started achieving one thing after another for me, what I wanted. I gave myself the right to do that. And one of the first thing that I got that made me feel alive was I got my first horse. I had a love for horses since I was a little girl, but I believed only wealthy people could afford horses, which was totally false. And I got my first horse. I then became professionally certified as a life coach. member of the International Coaching Federation, and I became a certified equine facilitated learning practitioner. And I now own my farm with 7 horses, and I do this work. I do this work. I left my corporate job. And so I want to share you 4 secrets. Those are the 4 strong pillars of my life. Is I am not a victim. I am not a victim. I refuse to be a victim and play victimhood, because I'm giving power to those of them who wanted to hurt me, who want to crush me, who want to destroy me. There's no way I'm not going to give them any kind of power. I'm not a victim. The second secret is the excuses are not acceptable. No excuses are acceptable. Not my background, not, having been raised Catholic or with strict, whatever and so on. There's no excuses, none whatsoever. And these excuses we hold ourselves back. We hold ourselves back, and years and years go over and over and over, and we still haven't done anything at all because we have all of these excuses. The excuses is our ego keeping us safe. Remember, our ego does not want us happy, it wants us safe. The third secret is there is no place to blame. No place to blame. I cannot blame anything on anyone, not even me. I'm not accepting blame. I'm not putting blame on anyone. If I'm pushing one finger forward and I got 3 back at me, I'm not doing this. I'm not getting in that. And I am responsible for everything that I have in terms of creating my reality, changing my perspective, being able to be the person I am, giving myself choices, making decisions for the choices. I'm 100% responsible. There's no one to blame, there's no excuse, and I'm not a victim, right? So these are my 4 secrets that I'm sharing with you. Strong pillars. This is me with my Chinook, my first horse. I don't have him anymore, but my passion right now, through him, I discovered that I wanted to help women and men create and maintain, most importantly, maintain a reality of life that is aligned with their truth. I want them to know who they are, to love themselves, one by one, creating a ripple effect in their life, in their environment, and in this world. I feel that with everything that is going on right now, it's important for us to love ourselves first and foremost, not egoistic love, like true love. And that when we have true love, it's much easier to love other people around us, be compassionate, and so on. And this world needs love. We're going through a huge shift right now, and it's important. Love will save us. Really, love will save us. And self-love, if we don't have it, we're not giving ourselves the credit and the ability to live a full life. And I'm doing all of this through the horse medicine. And I'm going to give you more details of that. So this is it. The herd, my beloved herd. Duke, Sophie, Rascal, Neptune, Bo, Miss Daisy, and Jasper. And this is what horse medicine is for me. Because of their survival, the horses depend on being present and aware. They're able to let go and stay focused on the moment, right? We need to learn from that so much. We have so much to learn from them. Their ability to read the emotions in the herd keeps them safe. So we have the lead mare that is protecting her herd. And energetically, when she feels something is creating that might be a danger, she will send that ripple effect of energy where all horses will be able to react and respond to that. So from their read, they behave in a way that provides information that comes through aha moments and wake up calls, because they use the same intuitive energy to read us in their presence. And presence here, I want to clarify, it's physical presence, but also energetic presence. And this is what this is all about. This course, this online virtual course, live, they'll feel your energetic presence. My program has 3 components, right? So individual work, where you will be assigned exercises, and we start at the core of who you are. Find out your values, understand why you have these values, why they're important. And from there, you peel off the layers of false self. And you start understanding that the layers of beliefs that you had don't match your values. You need to create new values, new beliefs, and you unleash your truth from that. You're unleashing your truth. That's huge. And from there, you activate your greatness. You cannot activate your greatness unless you start really getting an understanding of who you are, why you were created, how you were created. And then the impossible becomes I'm possible in action. The second part is once we've done the work, we meet weekly in virtual sessions, live sessions that are recorded with the herd. And this is where we're going to be exchanging information and getting readings from them and their messages and their wisdom. It's going to be beautiful. It's awesome. It's really awesome. And we have live coaching with me in group. Now, the live coaching and other support is weekly. You meet me in a group setting and with all the others that are on this journey with you. And there's also a membership that you're going to have to, the Let's Get Naked group, where you're going to be sharing. You're going to become vulnerable. You're going to be supported and supporting others. You're going to be showing compassion and receiving compassion from group members. You're going to be exchanging aha moments and challenges and so on. And you're all going to support one another. And I'm there, I'm in there as well with you, supporting you, and you get email support from me. So throughout this program, you can email me any kind of information that you want exchange and I'll answer you. The results, the results. This is the best part because you want to see results. It's all good to have a course, but what results can you expect? And you'll see testimonials from people. And I always feel very humbled by that. But the results, so just look at the picture. What does that make you feel when you look at the woman? For me, it's freedom and joy and all that. And I can feel like I can breathe. And yeah, it's this is what I want to get you to, right? The results. It requires your commitment and your dedication, though. It requires your integrity towards yourself and your results. So once you do that, you have a renewed sense of energy and sense of self because you're discovering your best self. You have a different perspective of life. And through that perspective, you get clear understanding of who you are and your environment and the experiences and so on, and what you really desire as well. And you become on purpose. There are some people that found their purpose and created everything that they could to live their purpose, and they changed their lives. You become empowered to balance your life and have better decision making. You gain the ability to achieve goals with confidence because now you know who you are. You know you have a clarity of that. You have improved relationships and stronger communication skills because you're using your voice finally. But most importantly, you are provided with tools to continue on your journey. You're keeping yourself on your journey with the tools that you will have learned. These are tools that you use and reuse and reuse and reuse and reconfirm and so on. And this is what is great about it. It's not just an 8-week program. You keep the tools. Now, again, testimonials. I'm so humbled by this. It's really an amazing, amazing feel to read this. And Joe said here, Frannie, sometimes you don't realize the weight of something until you feel the weight of release. This was amazing connecting with you and the herd. And my heart is full of gratitude. Tomorrow I will start my day with new hope and strength. Judy here says, therapy, I've had plenty, but nothing compares to this experience with the horses and Frannie. The horses have a way to connect with you that I have never experienced before. The horses sense your deepest feelings that you don't even realize you have. And with Frannie's profound spiritual gift, she has a way to translate the horse's message to you. Even when you listen to the replays, you get other messages for the sessions. It's so amazing. This is one experience I will never forget and that I would do again. Sep here says, I don't even know if there are words to express just how grateful I am to have Fran cross my path. An amazing experience, and I would recommend it to anyone who has issues with horses, relationships, emotional hardships, and even body healing. And I thank you, Fran, for being such a great teacher and mentor. Cece says here lastly, you are a gifted coach. You are wonderful at helping people dig into their purpose. You you pointing out that maybe I don't have a motivation issue, maybe I need to get clearer on my purpose and the motivation will come naturally. That was very cool shift, a much needed one. I actually have done some work and I hadn't done anything for months and months and months. Thank you. Yeah, I feel pretty privileged to have worked with people like that. These are just a few. So I want to share with you my rocking chair story. It's a very important story. In 2007, although I did not invest in a life coach, I did have a friend that offered me a meditation. And she said it'll help you greatly because she was practicing her life coaching skills. This is the meditation. She took me what my life would be like in a year from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and so on. And I was able to create amazing things in this meditation. Very first time I could actually visualize another reality that I had. And at the end of my meditation, I was older in this house that I didn't recognize, but I knew it was mine. I was sitting in my rocking chair, and on one side I could see the river, on the other side I could see horses. And mind you, at that time I didn't have horses. And I was going over everything that I had achieved and tried and done in my life, saying, I did this, I did that. And when I came out of my meditation, I said, this is exactly what I want to have as a life. I want to not be on my deathbed or later on in my life and say, I wonder what would have happened had I done this or that. That was just such a waste, such a waste. And the reason why I'm sharing this story here is because I want you to really, really, really think about this. Are you going to let your life pass by and live in shame and guilt and just having that I should have feeling? No, you don't want that. You don't want that at all. You don't want that at all. So, do you want to work with me in my herd? And I ask you, where do you see yourself in a year from now, 5 years, 10 years, and so on? Decisiveness is where you have the power right now in you, decisiveness. And decisiveness is what all leaders need. You don't want to be following a leader that has no decision ability. You want to become your own leader right now and make that decision. Make the decision for yourself. So I've put together a package, and this is here the value of it, and this is the regular price that I've sold it for beforehand. Okay, and it's 536 for the tailored exercises. You would just want the exercise, you want to do it on your own. I charge you 536, and I throw you a lifeline. I'm going, good luck with that. $600 is the coin guided coaching sessions, and this is a group session, 8 sessions, and I usually charge 125 one-on-one sessions per hour. The weekly group sessions is again with me, $600. It's usually 125 per hour. And the group membership is included at 264. The email support here, I included 8 emails, but I know it may be more than that. So you've got email support throughout this program, right? So this is what I want to offer you, a special offer. The regular price is 222. I want to offer you this at a 50% discount, $1,111 if paid in full. And I'm going to tell you why. All right. I feel a responsibility and a calling to offer this and make it affordable for people to invest in themselves and take the decision to change their lives. I really believe in this. I've seen I've seen this work. I've done it on my own, and I want to offer this. I want to be having value, exchange value, and I want to change this world. I really do. I want to have an impact on this world, and I want to offer this at a really awesome price for you guys. If you cannot pay the full $1,111, I am giving you the opportunity to give two payments of $666, one before we start and the one on the fourth session. That is incredible value, and I feel so comfortable with that. And it was all confirmed by my herd saying, yeah, this is the right price. And I love numerology, so it speaks highly of me. This is how it will go: the live group sessions and the live horse medicine sessions. We are starting this program on March 1st. It's a Wednesday at 7 p.m. Atlantic time. All sessions, live group sessions and live horse medicine sessions, are recorded via Zoom. You get to keep it. You can't show up, you don't lose anything. You want to return to the recordings and listen again, you have access. You have that, right? And so we meet on Wednesday, March 1st, and then on the following Monday, March 6th, we are meeting with the horse. We're having a live sessions with them. So this is how it works. The program itself starts March 1st but ends on April 24th. Every time it's at 7 p.m. Atlantic time. I want you to make a decision. Make a decision for yourself right now and book your spot. Book your spot because I'm not taking many people. At that price, I'm not taking many people. I'm offering this to only a few. And I want quality versus quantity. Email me at balancewithhooves@outlook.com or get to my website, connect with me this way, or even call me. I'll be more than happy to talk with you. But I need people that are committed and dedicated and really want a change in their lives. Finally, I want to say so much. I want to give you gratitude for joining in this presentation with me. And I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to this next group of people that I'm going to be working on. It's going to be amazing, amazing. And the horses are so ready to be meeting you. They want to meet you. They want to help you. This is what they were here for. At one point, I thought I was seeking horses, and I understood that these horses were seeking me because they have a purpose. They have their medicine to share. And I'm the one who's working with them. And I'm so glad to have this partnership with them. So I want to thank you. I'm Frannie Chara, and from my herd and I, love, light, and blessings to you all. I am so looking forward to hearing from you and working with you.